How to break the chain of entitlement. Understanding the process of this method.
How could you give people advice on dealing with family entitlement? This is a hard subject for everybody. I ain't
Yeah.
even gonna lie.
I like the way 50 talked about it. He said, jealousy, envy, entitlement gonna always be there. Entitlement don't always show up the way you think it's gonna show up. It show up in many different ways.
Yeah.
And most of it, it's not that you're doing too much for people not appreciating it enough. You feel me? And so the more you do, the less they appreciate and the more that they expect. So that's what entitlement comes from. You got to keep doing for me because you're doing for me. Wait a minute, that don't make sense. Every time I do for you, you're supposed to have the same level of gratefulness and reciprocation every time. It never changes. Because if you do something for me, that's the way I'm going to exchange for you. So when I deal with family, sometimes you got to distance yourself from people, right? You got to let them know because some men need the lesson of doing it on their own to appreciate anything you do for them. You feel me? If they don't have that mindset of contributing based on constantly growing, you feel me? Then you're working with the wrong family. They dysfunctional. They got some healing to do. They got some shadow work to do before we can work together. So, and then as a leader, you got to check yourself to know how you speak to people, right? You got to make sure that you're not handicapping people. I'm doing so much for you, you can't do for yourself. If a person break their leg and you always there, you know what I mean, holding them up, their leg is never going to get strong so they can have a foundation again to walk for themselves. So when we financially strong and people are in financial crutches, sometimes we hold them up. But they need to go through that financial rehab. They need to learn how to walk by themselves. And then when they learn how to walk by themselves, they're going to appreciate anytime you help them, anytime you do something for them. You feel me? So entitlement is a disease of the ungrateful. And many people get infected by it, especially by proximity. So when you distance yourself, they realize the value of your presence. When you cut people off, they realize the value of your connection. So I think that as a leader, you got to realize that you're dealing with something that men and women of all ages have always had to deal with throughout human history. You feel me? You gonna deal with greed, you gonna deal with envy, you gonna deal with jealousy, you gonna deal with entitlement. But that comes with success. The way you handle it, that's the measurement of your leadership.